It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Okay, so I got some sad news. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, but it's going to be a fun day for me because I get to go and hang out with the fam bam, the horses and the cows. We are going to be trailing our cows from the ranch down to Shelley. And it is a two-day event for us. We spend most of the day, the first day, up through Wolverine Canyon, trailing them down. So if you're planning on going to like Wolverine Canyon tomorrow, I'd probably avoid it because there's going to be a lot of cows coming through. Just saying. You will get to see me on the back of a horse. But so we're going to come through the Wolverine Canyon tomorrow, Saturday. We're just going to be making our way over to Shelley through some fields and everything. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to try and get some cool videos and photos this year so I can show you what happens when we trail cows, because it's a really fun time. And the first day most of the time, we get homemade chili. It's my favorite. Get to live like the cowboy life. Love it. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be living my cowgirl lifestyle. And then, yeah, you'll be hearing a lot of stories about it on Monday, probably. The ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz are on the auction block, and the bidding is currently over $800,000. That is insane. There's not much in movies and TV news, but we do have music news. So heroics from Taylor Swift's brother Austin. He helped a disabled fan get a floor seat on one of her shows. Love that. Pamela Anderson loved Beyonce's tribute to her in her new video. Plies is suing Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and Cardi B for allegedly stealing one of his old beats. And apparently, Ariana Grande plans to concentrate more on acting than music over the next 10 years. That's a little scary. No more music from Ariana Grande? And then the biggest news of the day, Australian breakdancing sensation Ray Gunn is retiring, and apparently it's our fault. I didn't do anything. I'm just saying. So that's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. My dog is about to tell me that I'm not rich enough to spoil her because I will not be getting her the Louis Vuitton doghouse that is selling for $60,000. I'm not making this up. That's part of their new pet line. That also includes a $2,200 dog bowl and a $470 poop bag holder. What? No. They're finally telling me that it's okay to not have friends. It makes me feel better. And it's better for your health because you don't actually have as many friends. For one thing, you're less likely to catch their germs. Main reason I don't have friends. Just kidding. There's other reasons. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Why is the new Red Bull flavor so hard to find? Do they not make enough of it? They need to start sending out more of it, please. I'm trying not to drink as much Red Bull because, it's not that good for you. But the new Red Bull flavor, it's like iced vanilla berry. It tastes so good. I mean, it's still my second favorite. The first one is the Karuba elderflower one. That is my absolute favorite. It tastes like a sweet tart. So good. But the fact that I cannot find this new one anywhere anymore, somebody cleaned out the Shelley gas station. That's where I'd been getting it. And all of a sudden, the next day, gone. Absolutely gone. Thankfully, I do have an awesome best friend that found me one of them. One can. So I have one can stashed in my fridge at home, and I'm going to be saving it for a day that I definitely need that delicious thing. So if anybody knows where I could get the new iced vanilla berry Red Bull, please let me know. If you're like me, you like to have good quality beef when you're eating a good burger, even if it is fast food. So this list was done, but there's only 2 of them around here. We have Wendy's. I've always liked the Wendy's burgers. Their beef is good. Like, it's always been good. But also, we have Culver's. So, if you're looking for a good fast food burger that you want decent beef, Wendy's and Culver's. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I didn't know this was a thing. I understand it, but I would never try and do it because I don't have the guts. So there's a new flying hack, like airplane flying hack. It's called check-in chicken. So basically, instead of checking in for your flight like right away when you're supposed to, you hold off to the very last minute. And the reason is people are waiting until the last minute, hoping that they will be given an unsold premium seat for free, because there are specific seats on planes that have like more leg room, doesn't have anybody in front of them, but they cost extra money. And so you wait until the very, very last minute to check in to hopefully get one of those for free. Problem with this is that since you would be basically the very last person checking in, you don't have any, There's a problem with if airlines decide to overbook you and you're the last one to check in, basically you could be bumped from that flight. That does not sound like a very good reason to play the game, okay? So with that, just check in. And sometimes you do get lucky and not have anybody sit next to you. I've had that happen a couple of times. Because it'll be your fault. Just don't do the game. Or do. I can't tell you what to do. What is your unique love language? 208-524-1033. We're not talking about the big elaborate main love languages. We're talking about the simple things that are based on just you. Okay? So for me, basically, if somebody remembers my favorite snack and they're just like, oh, she had a bad day, I'll get her for her favorite snack. That is my unique love language. Like, if you even think about bringing me my favorite snack, I will love you forever. Also, food and snacks are literally the way to my heart. Through my stomach. Anyway, so that's mine. What about you? 208-524-1033. Mandy also says food. Amanda, Pokemon cards. Dude, I love that. That's unique and that's sweet. JD says back scratches. Yeah, that sounds about right for some men in this world. I have a feeling that if you give a man a back scratch, they are yours forever. Michelle, food, not unique, but I'm a huge foodie. New restaurant, cook me something you saw online, send me recipes, bring me a snack without asking. Exactly. All perfect examples. So just something fun. What is your unique love language? 208-524-1033 or go comments on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. I didn't know that this was a holiday, but I'm going to say it and I'm going to let you do with it what you want. Today is National Men Make Dinner Day. So I know that there's a lot of men out there that already make dinner a bunch, so good on you guys. Oh, I almost missed the days that we didn't have ChatGPT, but this is such a funny story. I mean, it's not funny, but is it fair? How do we feel about ChatGPT using it for arguments and helping it to win fights in a relationship? That probably did not make sense. I'm trying to really figure out how to say this. So there was a story of a couple. There was a girlfriend that would start, they would get in a fight. She would go into another room, ask ChatGPT what to say or what to do, and she'd come back with a well-constructed argument breaking down everything he or she said or did. And the boyfriend thinks that it's not a fair way to fight, and so he asked her to stop, and then she ran that through ChatGPT, and it said he was just being insecure. So that's the only thing about it, is that I feel like ChatGPT can be a good tool in some things. So if you need to vent, or maybe you can get general advice on how to have more productive arguments. But basically, if you ask it something in a biased way, it's going to give you a biased answer. I think they're being a jerk. Am I nuts? It'll be like, yeah, they're being a jerk. You're not nuts. It'll be on your side. It'll validate you, but it'll probably not help your situation in that argument. So I don't know. I only ever use ChatGPT for grammar mistakes because I do have a lot of those and misspelling. But I probably would not use ChatGPT in a relationship argument. Okay? Just a suggestion. It's Katie Lee here on Z103, Idaho's #1 hit music channel. We've been teaching Nix some new tricks. Well, trying to. Nix has been learning a lot of new things. This girl has come such a long way. She's going to be a year old in January. Do you know how weird that is to me? So weird. Anyways, we've been trying to figure out the trick rollover. She can do so many other awesome things, but she cannot cannot figure out how to do rollover. She can get on her side, but she doesn't really understand how to roll to the other side. And I have watched so many training videos to try and get her to roll over. I don't know why she doesn't do it. I mean, she does. She is a German Shepherd. The way that she is, how her ribs are formed, it's probably a little difficult to get over. But the thing about it is that during the summer, I've seen her roll in dirt and all these things. She knows how to get on her back. She knows how to roll over. She just, I don't know how to teach it to her correctly, I guess. But I'm not going to lie. It is really funny to watch her try to attempt to figure out how to roll over. Because I feel like our brain waves are the same. Like, we're both thinking, I'm just like, I know how to do this. You should know how to do this. I don't know how to tell you to do this. You don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. It's a complicated situation, but it's going to be good. We're going to get it. Because we've gotten hide and seek figured out, which is one of her favorite games. She loves hide and seek. So, rollover is a really simple one that I probably should have taught her a while ago. This guy's kind of an idiot. We got a guy from Florida. Shocker. His name is Manuel. He was arrested for punching Jacksonville Sheriff's Office horse after the Georgia-Florida game this past Saturday. And so they were trying to maintain order after the game when Emmanuel walked up, punched the horse in the face. Nobody knows why. He's probably just mad about the game or whatever. So officers grabbed Emmanuel. He was still, quote, shadowboxing and swinging his arms around. And so one of the officers struck him in the head, and he went to the ground. Yikes. All I gotta say is punching a horse, have you ever felt a horse's head? Those things are solid. Have you ever seen a horse fight with another horse? It's insane. Punching a horse in the head is not going to do anything to them because your tiny little fist, little baby fist, not going to do jack squat to it. That's going to break your hand, basically. Horses got hard heads for a good reason. So, the horse is fine, but yeah, that's so weird. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome, and I'll see you back here Monday, actually. I'm gone for the weekend. Bye! Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.